Hello, we are from Bennett University, CSE BTech second year, and the topic of our project is Win or Fold, and our team number is 36. So hi, I'm Ajitesh, and I'll tell you what Win or Fold is. Win or Fold is basically a two-dimensional Cincinnati style 5-card poker game, heads up versus CPU. So one of the most common questions that the beginners ask is what beats what. If you are familiar with this game, then you know what hand will win. But if you are new to this game, then these scenarios can be pretty confusing. Our game will help you to stimulate your cognitive part of the brain, and it will also help the beginners as well as pro players to sharpen their skills in poker.
Hi guys, my name is Shan Mehta. I'm about to tell you about the code of the 5-card Cincinnati style poker game that I've created. It comprises of 6 classes. We start with the code first. It's the most basic class comprising of the card which has 2 integer values. Integer variables which tell you the suit and the rank of that card. Then we have the deck. The deck comprises of 52 objects of the card class itself, and it has some methods to shuffle and deal the cards. It's pretty basic. We have the player class, where we have attributes like balance and coordinates where the player will be displayed on the screen. This is our output screen. We have the game test where all the main classes combine, and this is the main class we have, which is the game class. Here the game comes together. We have many methods including play, and game panel is the one to talk about. We have used Java AWT and Graphics 2D libraries in this class to get this particular display output. So using JFrame panel, we have first created a window pane of 1000 by 1000 bit values. Graphic 2D allows us to draw strings and lines on this, and the game itself is based on the logic in the game class. The game class is implemented in the game panel class to give us the output here. I'll show you a run of the game. Basically, you have 5 cards in your hand. You can either choose to redraw them or not. Ace seems a good card, so we won't redraw it. We press N as written here. We move on to the next card, which is the 4 of spades. Yes, we'd like to change that. It has now changed to another randomly drawn card from the deck. We'll redraw the 6 of spades as well, 8 of diamonds and 2 of hearts. Now we have a hand in front of us. We can choose either to fold pressing F or bet pressing up or down, increasing and decreasing the amounts. We don't think this is a good hand, so we'll just fold and redraw. As you can see, another hand is drawn. This time we'll stay and we'll bet. To show you the response of the CPU is created in the likes of, it can call bluffs if the CPU has good hands. It can bluff itself, and it can also call you when it has high prestige values. The CPU wins. It called a good hand in front of us. We have a queen pair and the CPU has a king pair. That's the gameplay of our project.
Hello, my name is Sumit. I'm the part of this project which is Win or Fold. I will discuss about the outcomes and success of our project. Our project was tested by many beta users, and it is working perfectly fine. And it went as planned. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Anish Kapoor and I'm part of this group. There were various requirements for our project, like we had to have coding skills, we need softwares like IntelliJ, BlueJ and many others. We also require the DS information like for solving the algorithms, and RDBMS for storing the data. But it was quite feasible as we were a team and we acted like that. There were certain areas where every member of our group had strength in those areas. Like we were like allotted areas and we did our project according to that only. And also why it was feasible, because there was no initial cost, like there were no hidden costs or initial cost. There were no expenses to pay off for our project. So basically it was a student project, so we did it like that only. So thank you.
Part of the project of Win or Fold. So I'm going to talk about the risks that involve, like which were not going to let us meet the deadline of the project. One of them were actually linking the front end to the back end of the project. The back end was it consisted of several complex structures and databases which we needed to implement in the front end. But at the end of the day, we were able to do it, and it was quite a successful move. Apart from that, there were several other machine learning components that we were trying to implement. One of them involved having the CPU fold the hand after we had placed like a bluff or something. We might over-represent a hand or something like that. And in the end, it worked out all well, and we were able to finish it to the deadline. Although we weren't able to implement the full machine learning component of it, but at the end of the day, it was still quite awesome.